88 Vietnam and Korean War veterans flew to Washington, D.C. this week as part of Eastern Iowa Honor Flight. The program puts together a jam-packed day in Washington, D.C., free of cost, so that veterans can visit their memorials and experience a few surprises along the way. Veterans received a warm welcome after landing in Ronald Reagan National Airport. The sea of red, white, and blue was impossible to miss as the group entered the World War II Memorial. There, they were greeted by Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley.
Well, wherever I go and I see a veteran or see a person in military uniform, every one of us ought to thank them for their past service or their present service. And coming to an event like this where we're honoring people that fly in to see their monuments, it's a special time for them. And for a senator to show up and thank them for their service and thank them for defending our liberties and freedoms, I think is a keen responsibility. I wish I could do this for every one of the honor flights.
Well, I think it shows the importance that he places on seeing the veterans show up. I know he must be very busy, and that shows a lot of dedication to kind of put the icing on the cake for all the fine applause we got in the getting off the plane.
A drill team performed in front of the Washington Monument. Afterwards, former infantryman Ron Fox said this.
It was awesome. Unbelievable how well they performed so flawlessly. Yeah, it's something well worth watching.
Fox took the trip with a friend, Alicia Jacobs.
Well, originally I had signed up to come with my stepfather, but he passed away about a month ago. And I had talked to him for years about coming, and he finally agreed. And then he ended up passing away before he was able to come. And so then I met Ron, and I'm joining him and have met a new friend. It's been great. Yeah. We'll definitely be lifelong friends. And
like another daughter to me now.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
The veterans visited memorials for the Vietnam and Korean Wars, FDR, the Marines, and Air Force, as well as Arlington Cemetery. At the Vietnam Wall Memorial, Jeff Howe had the name of his friend from his unit rubbed onto paper as a memento.
He was a fellow Marine in my unit that died.
At the Vietnam Women's Memorial nearby, hair ties and scrunchies are left as tokens of gratitude. Throughout the day, stories were swapped.
Oh yes, there was that episode. They dropped us off with a helicopter on a mountaintop, but it was the wrong place. At that time I was operating a radio, and so anyway, they dropped us off, and we just had to wander through the jungle to find out where the action was taking place. So that was the worst jungle I ever saw. I mean, you could just barely see about this far ahead because of all the brush, and I didn't know what kind of snakes or anything else was there. But anyway, we finally wandered into the operation and got back on track, but it was kind of hectic. You know, get lost in the jungle in the Philippines is not fun.
The Women's Memorial recognized the sole female veteran on this flight.
Thank you very much for your service.
I feel honored. I feel great. I never thought I'd ever get something like this, and that's cool because now I'm with all the other female veterans as a whole.
While in Washington, D.C., veterans were approached by complete strangers thanking them for their service. And just as the day started with a joyous send-off, the veterans were welcomed home by family and community members of all ages. For these veterans of Vietnam and Korea who served at the apex of anti-war sentiments, this celebration has been long awaited.
Well, they said don't wear your uniform home
And why was that?
because they disgrace people to disgrace you, spit on you, you know, cuss at you, you know, call you names. So no, you don't wear your uniform home.
I'm thinking about it from the field house at Coe College, where we started our reserve training in 1956, and then to have it all culminate here, you know, that's a pretty big step. It's a pretty big step, and it really makes you feel good, and all the people that are here to congratulate. You know, it makes it all worthwhile. At the time, I didn't think so, but it does.